India launches Operation Sindur, exchanges heavy fire with Pakistan. Namaskar, my dear all respect senior persons and my dear all friends. Odisha Cover News Channel today will start English news reading section. So kindly help us and kindly support us for this. India's military has launched Operation Sindur, striking 9 sites in Pakistan and Pakistan administered Kashmir, promoting swift retaliation from Islamabad in the worst fighting in more than 2 decades between the nuclear armed neighbors as fears of a wider prolonged war grow. Pakistan said on Wednesday that at least 26 people were killed and 46 others injured in the Indian attacks, accusing New Delhi of committing an act of war. India said at least 8 people were killed by Pakistan shelling. The leaders of both countries are holding crisis meetings on Wednesday. The Indian strike and countered attack by Pakistan come amid soaring tensions after a deadly attack last month on tourists in Indian administered Kashmir that New Delhi blamed on Islamabad, which denied any involvement. In a statement early on Wednesday, India's government said its military had attacked terrorist infrastructure in Pakistan and Pakistan occupied Jammu and Kashmir, from where terrorist attacks against India have been planned and directed. Our action have been focused, measured and non-escalatory in nature. No Pakistani military facilities have been targeted. India has demonstrated considerable restraint in selection of targets and method of execution, it said. The missiles struck location in Pakistan administered Kashmir and country's east and Punjab province. AI Jaris Kamal Haider, reporting from Islamabad, said the cities of Muzaffarabad and Kotli, both in Pakistan administered Kashmir, were among the targets of the Indian strikes. Pakistani Defense Minister Khwaja Asif, speaking to a foreign TV network, confirmed that at least 5 Indian aircraft have been shut down and that a number of Indian soldiers have been taken prisoner, Haider said. Pakistan said that it would respond to any Indian attack against Pakistan, and Pakistan is now responding to that Indian attack, he said. Heavy shelling has now resumed on the line of control that separate Pakistan administered Kashmir from Indian administered Kashmir, he added. A Pakistani military spokesman had earlier told the broadcaster Zio that the least 5 locations, including 2 mosques, had been hit. He also said that Pakistan's response was underway without providing details. In Punjab, missiles hit a mosque in the city of Walapur, killing a child and wounding two civilians, the military said. International crisis groups seniors analyst from India, Prabin Donti, says that the escalation between India and Pakistan has already reached a larger scale than during the last major crisis in 2019 without potentially dire consequences. Domestic emotions are high on both sides, fueling the danger for further escalation. He said, but India and Pakistan should choose diplomacy as any further military action crisis unacceptable risks. Following Indian attacks, the armies of the two sides exchanged intense shelling and heavy gunfire across their frontier in disputed Kashmir. In at least three places, the Reuters news agency reported quoting police and witnesses. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres called for maximum restraint from both sides. The Secretary General is very concerned about the Indian military operation across the line of control and international border. He calls for maximum military restraint from both countries. Guterres' spokesperson said, the world cannot afford a military confrontation between India and Pakistan. United States President Donald Trump said the clashes were a shame. I just hope it ends very quickly, Trump said at the White House. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio said that he is also closely monitoring the situation, adding that he hopes it will end quickly. The eruption of violence comes amid heightened tensions between the nuclear-armed neighbors in the aftermath of an attack on terrorists in Pahalgam in Indian-administered Kashmir last month. India blamed Pakistan for the violence in which 26 men were killed and promised to respond. Pakistan denied and that it had anything to do with the killings. Nitish Kaul, the director of Center of the Study of Democracy and University of Westminster, London, and the strikes are very concerning. Once again, the most affected are going to be the people in the region, the Kashmiris, who are caught between the competing and propagandal and rebel postures and attitudes of India and Pakistan, Kaul told Jadeja. Still, she said, the escalation is not that surprising because with India there has been a domestic pressure building up for a more military response given the fact that there is a particularly hyper nationalist government in power. In that sense, sadly, this was a countdown to a greater escalation, and hopefully it won't proceed much further beyond what has already happened with the strikes, Kaul added.